This is a podcast from Demon FM in association with The Monograph. Live and loud.
Live and loud. Watch all the highlights on Demon FM's YouTube channel and download for free from demonfm.co.uk/live and loud.
Hi, so I'm here with Matthew Lloyd, a singer-songwriter from Leicester. How are you today then, Matthew?
I'm alright, I'm quite tired, had a busy day, so...
Oh, so what have you been doing then, if you're busy and tired?
Been making a model for my course in my living room all day, which I've left in a mess, and got to clean that up later when I go home.
I bet your housemates love you for that.
They haven't actually seen it yet, because they're all sat in their own rooms, and I kind of leapt out before they could see what I'd done to their precious living area.
Okay, so what is it a model of?
The entrance to Fletcher Building, which is not too far from here.
Okay, so do you study at De Montfort University?
Yeah, I study interior architecture.
Okay,
second year.
Okay, so that's totally different to music that you're going to perform for us later on.
I have a strange array of interests.
Okay, so what are your influences in music then? Why did you get involved? Why did you pick up a guitar in the first place?
Picked up a guitar in the first place, influenced by pop punk massively, with some mates I had at school, but that didn't last very long, sort of a year if that, of us playing together. But I got a taste for the music, but then unfortunately put it down until pretty much this time last year, when assortment of things ended up with me picking up my guitar again and thinking I'll give it a shot, see what I can come up with.
Okay, so who would you say your influences are then?
Probably people like Chuck Reagan, Dave House, punk bands who've kind of lead singers have gone off acoustically and explored a different realm in terms of sound.
Okay. So while we're talking about the music scene then, around the world, what kind of things do you like about Leicester as a music scene? Have you been out and looked at other people play, different venues, etc.?
Yeah, there's a few venues that I really like, such as Crumbling Cookie in town that tends to have some really nice acoustic nights there, and then even the Font has quite a lot of sort of arty sort of things, and that's quite close to the Union and stuff. But apart from that, it seems like a lot of middle range bands kind of skip us out in Leicester a bit. Okay,
so you've talked about a couple of people that you aspire to look up to and their influences to you. But what would your aspirations be? What kind of band would you want to be in? Would you want to do it all on your own and go solo? And how big would you want to be if it could happen?
I think I have to quote one of my influences here, Frank Turner, and say I don't have enough friends to form a band, and that's been the main reason for it up to now. But I would love a full folk set with a drummer and some walking bass going through some of my songs. It'd be really cool. But
okay, that's cool. So you are going to play a set for us later on, a session, nice little session.
Yep.
Probably 2 or 3 songs. But I was just wondering if we'd be able to get a little jam from you. If I'd be able to give you a little scenario and you'd be able to create a little song towards it if possible.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah? So basically what I'm going to try and say is I'm going around my girlfriend's later on, and obviously it's bonfire night, and she's having a massive firework display. But unfortunately I'm here tonight doing a lovely interview with you, and I'm not going to be able to pick up the sparklers that she really, really wants. It's quite awful.
Okay.
So she's going to be really depressed and distraught that I can't bring these sparklers. So I was wondering if you'd be able to write me a little song so I could apologise to her via song if possible.
Okay. What's her name?
It's Hannah.
Hannah. Okay. Do you want me to just get to it?
Yeah. Just try it out. See what we can do.
Hannah. Oh, Hannah, I'm real sorry. I forgot to get those sparklers when I went shopping. I may have bought the eggs, I may have got the bacon, but I forgot that Catherine wheel that you asked for so specifically. So I say, babe, I'm sorry, I hope you can forgive me. I'll come and kiss you later when I'm done with this half-assed singer.
Thank you, it's beautiful. I'll have to play that later on when I go to see her. So yeah, that was amazing. So basically, the interview's just going to be a bit weird now. To be honest with you, we've got a couple of word association games just to get to know what kind of musical mind you have. And obviously, I've just given you a scenario there, so it's obviously that you can think of things on top of your head and actually get things there. But I'm going to just run a couple of things by you and see what comes into your head first, just to get a musical feel to how you are. So the first one's Skegness.
Skegness, England.
Nice. Rock music.
Slash.
Nice, I love Slash. Breakfast.
Eggs.
You've got a thing with eggs at the moment, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm just
been
gonna get
singing
laid.
about eggs. LL Cool J.
What?
No, I had a massive session last night with LL Cool J, so that's the first thing that came into my head. So
I don't know. Orange juice.
okay. Spoken word.
Scroobius Pip.
Oh, nice. I like Scroobius Pip. Broccoli.
Roast dinner.
And the final one, Michael Bublé. Everyone loves a bit of Michael Bublé.
Oh, my mum.
The first thing that you think about when I mention Michael Bublé.
She plays it in the kitchen a lot when she's cooking, and it reminds me of being home.
Okay, that's cool.
So kind of negative and positive on that one.
Talking about home, what would you say your last final text was from your mum?
From my mum? Oh man, this is a really bad one. She came up to see me this Saturday, and we went on a night out. And
with your mum?
Yeah.
Nice.
She's fine with it, it's cool. We went to Basement, of all places, and we left at 4, and I went off into some bushes somewhere for a wee, and she was in the chippy, and she texted me asking if I wanted a mighty meaty or just plain pepperoni. And that's my last text from my mum, I think.
At least your mum was looking after you though.
Yeah,
that's a nice one.
At 4 a.m, it's like counts to have people there for you, I think.
It's really, really good. So speaking of people like your mum, if you could invite 3 people to a dinner party, dead or alive, who would you invite? Are we talking aspirations? Are you just talking people that you'd love to meet, or could be anyone?
Anyone. I'd quite like Bruce Willis to be there, just because I could feel like nothing would go wrong. He'd kind of look after everyone. I'd also like Elijah Wood to be there so he could do his like weird little laugh thing. And then a third one, someone really short.
Why somebody really short? It seems like you're sticking with a movie theme here, like
yeah.
Bruce Willis. Are you a fan of Die Hard?
Yeah, I like
and
Die Hard.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings. What's that? Is it John Rhys Davies that plays Gimli? The little guy.
Okay.
He's not actually little, but as Gimli, I'd want him in that group. What
kind of things would you eat at your dinner party then?
I don't know.
You've gone Hollywood themed, but would food be Hollywood themed, or?
I think we've seen at the start of The Hobbit, Bilbo's a pretty good host, so I'm guessing like Frodo, being the Hobbit of the crew, would kind of sort the food out. Gimli would eat most of it, and Bruce would kind of just stand there doing the Bruce Willis face and looking just generally mean.
Okay, that's really cool. So if people wanted to get in touch with you and listen to some of your music, how would they go about it? How would they find you?
At the moment, just by talking to me, or just contact me through my Facebook. I don't really have any sort of like music website set up or anything. I'm just kind of like picking up open mic shows and stuff like that where I can.
Okay.
But as soon as I get anything, I'll be on my Facebook. That'll do it through probably.
Okay, so do you write your own music and stuff? Do you?
Yeah, I do.
How far are you into songwriting? Have you done quite a lot? Or?
I've been trying to sort out some recording because my uncle's offered to pay for me the studio time to release an EP, because I've written quite a few songs now that are at the point where I could take them into a studio and start playing around with them a bit.
Okay, that's really good then, really good. So you work at a pub just down the road. Now, we really want to ask this question, but what is your favourite meal to microwave at your place of work at the moment?
Favourite meal to microwave?
Yeah.
Probably the bean chili.
The bean chili, is that
bean
good?
Chili.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah,
to
it's
microwave?
good. Like, I'm a big meat eater, but there's something about those 3 beans. Just kills it, man.
Oh, well, thank you for joining us anyway, Matthew.
That's alright.
Obviously, we've got the exclusive on this, really. If you've not brought out an EP or anything, you've not really
done
played many
anything.
gigs. And luckily, Demon FM and the Monograph have been lucky enough to get you in the studio and get you recorded.
Yeah.
So thank you again, Matthew. It's been really nice
problem.
speaking to you. And you're going to do a live session in a bit for us?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, thank you very much.
Cheers, man.
Thank you.
Awesome.